The fluorescent lights of the pharmacy buzzed overhead as I stood at the counter, my 7-year-old daughter Maya pressed against my side. Her forehead burned with fever and she'd been coughing for 3 days straight. The pharmacist had already told me what I knew. She needed to see a doctor, not just grab over-the-counter medicine. "That'll be $47, the pharmacist said, sliding the prescription-strength cough syrup across the counter. I pulled out my wallet, counting the cash. $63. Enough for the medicine and maybe gas to get home. Not enough for the urgent care visit Maya actually needed. My phone buzzed. "We're at Aunt Linda's house for Sophie's birthday," her text read. "Where are you? You promised to bring Maya's gift." I typed back quickly. "Maya's sick. Really sick. I need to take her to urgent care, but I'm short on cash. Can you help?" The 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. Then appeared again. "We'll discuss this when you get here. Sophie's waiting for her present." My stomach twisted. I looked down at Maya, whose glassy eyes stared up at me with complete trust. She thought I could fix anything. "Come on, baby," I whispered, leading her back to the car. The drive to Aunt Linda's house took 20 minutes. Maya dozed in the back seat, her breathing raspy and uneven. I'd wrapped Sophie's gift last week, an art set Maya had picked out herself, excited to give her cousin something special. It had cost me $85, money I'd saved from extra shifts at the call center. I pulled into the driveway behind Mom's Mercedes. Through the window I could see the party in full swing. Balloons, an elaborate cake, at least 30 people laughing and celebrating. I carried Maya inside, the wrapped gift under my other arm. "Finally," Mom said, not looking up from her conversation with Aunt Linda. "Put the gift on the table." "Mom, I need to talk to you," I said quietly. "Maya needs to see a doctor. She has a high fever and she's been—" "Not now," Mom cut me off. "This is Sophie's day." My sister Jessica appeared from the kitchen, balancing a tray of cupcakes. She took one look at Maya and wrinkled her nose. "She looks terrible. You should have left her home." "She's sick," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "I need help getting her to urgent care." Jessica set down the tray. "You always do this. Always making everything about you and your problems. My daughter is sick. Sick or not, she deserves this," Mom said, suddenly right beside me. Her voice carried across the room, making several guests turn. "Sophie has been looking forward to this gift for weeks. Maya promised it to her." I felt Maya's grip tighten on my shirt. "Mom, please. I just need maybe $100. I'll pay you back next week, I promise." $100? Jessica laughed. "For what? So you can waste it like you waste everything else." "For a doctor," I said, hearing my voice crack. "For my daughter." Mom's expression hardened. "If you couldn't afford a doctor, maybe you should have thought about that before buying such an expensive gift for Sophie. Or better yet, return the gift and use that money." The room had gone quiet. 30 pairs of eyes watched us. "But Maya picked it out for Sophie," I said weakly. "She was so excited." "Then Maya should have thought about saving money for herself instead," Jessica interjected. She crossed her arms, that familiar smirk on her face. "You've always been irresponsible with money. Remember when Dad had to bail you out of that credit card debt? That had been 8 years ago, when I was putting myself through community college while working 2 jobs. Dad had given me $3,000, which I'd paid back in full within a year." "That's different," I started. "It's not different," Mom said firmly. "You make poor choices and then you expect us to fix them. Sophie deserves that gift. Hand it over." I looked at the wrapped box in my hands. Inside was the deluxe art set with oil pastels, watercolors, and professional-grade paper. Maya had saved her allowance for 3 months to contribute $20 toward it. "Mom, she's burning up," I tried one more time. "Please. Give Sophie her gift," Mom repeated. "Then we'll talk." But I knew we wouldn't talk. We'd never talk. This was how it always went. Jessica's needs first, Sophie's wants first, and Maya and I somewhere at the bottom of the priority list. I handed over the gift. Sophie squealed with delight, tearing into the wrapping paper. "Oh my God, I love it. This is exactly what I wanted." Jessica beamed, putting her arm around Sophie. "What do you say, sweetie?" "Thank you, Aunt Katie," Sophie called out, already examining the art supplies. I waited. Mom had gone back to her conversation. Jessica was taking photos of Sophie with the gift. "Mom," I said again, She turned irritated. What? The money. For the doctor. Oh, Katie. She sighed like I was a child asking for candy. I don't have cash on me right now. Maybe next week. Next week? Mom, she needs. You heard me. Next week. Now stop making a scene at Sophie's party. Jessica watched with that smile. That same smile she'd worn our entire lives whenever I got in trouble, whenever I struggled, whenever Mom chose her over me. I said nothing. There was nothing left to say. I picked up Maya and walked to my car. In the back seat, I held her while she coughed, feeling her small body shake with each breath. Then I pulled out my phone and opened my banking app. The numbers on the screen told a story Mom and Jessica knew nothing about. Over the past 6 years, I'd been making deposits into 3 accounts. Not my accounts. There's Mom's retirement fund. $400 monthly for 72 months. $34,800 total. Jessica's mortgage. $650 monthly for 48 months. $31,200 total. Sophie's college fund. $200 monthly for 60 months. $12,000 total. When Dad died 5 years ago, he'd left me everything. Not because he loved me more, but because he knew I'd take care of everyone. Make sure your mom's comfortable, he'd said in the hospital. Make sure Jessica doesn't lose the house. Make sure Sophie gets to go to college. And I had. Every month, without fail, I'd made the transfers from the trust fund Dad left me. Anonymous deposits that appeared in their accounts like magic. Mom thought her pension was just really good. Jessica thought she'd gotten a mortgage modification. They had no idea. I'd been living in a studio apartment, working overtime, driving a 12-year-old car with a broken air conditioner. All while they lived in comfort with my money. I pulled up Mom's retirement account, the one managed by Fidelity, where I was listed as the beneficiary and account supervisor per Dad's will. One call. Fidelity Investments, this is Marcus speaking. Hi Marcus, this is Katie Chin. I need to make a withdrawal from account number. One moment please. Keys clicked. Yes, Ms. Chin. How can I help you? I want to withdraw all funds and close the account. Pause. The full balance of $67,900? Yes. May I ask the reason for? It's my account. I want it closed. Of course. I'll need to verify your identity and... I went through the security questions. 2 minutes later it was done. The funds will be transferred to your primary account within 48 hours, Marcus confirmed. Next, I called Jessica's mortgage company. Hamilton Home Loans, this is Brenda. Hi Brenda. I need to discuss account. I'm the co-signer, Katie Chen. One moment. More clicking. Yes, how can I help you? I've been making additional principal payments on this mortgage for the past 4 years. I need to stop those payments immediately and remove myself as co-signer. Oh. Brenda's tone shifted. Well, to remove yourself as co-signer, the primary borrower would need to refinance or... What happens if I stop making the additional payments? The mortgage would revert to the original payment schedule. The current monthly payment would increase from $800 to $1,450. Perfect. Stop the additional payments effective immediately. Are you sure? This will significantly impact. I'm sure. One more call. Sophie's college fund at First National Bank. First National, this is Tom. I need to close account. I'll need to verify. After the security questions, this is a custodial account for a minor. Are you the custodian? Yes. Katie Chin. I want the full balance transferred to my primary account. That's $12,400. This will close the account permanently. I understand. It'll take 3 to 5 business days. That's fine. I hung up and looked at Maya, who'd finally fallen asleep in her car seat. My phone rang immediately. I didn't answer. It rang again. Jessica. I turned off the sound. Then I drove to the ATM, withdrew $200 from my personal account, and took Maya to urgent care. The doctor diagnosed her with bronchitis and wrote prescriptions for antibiotics and an inhaler. She'll be fine in a few days, he assured me. You brought her in at the right time. The medications cost $73. I paid cash. At home, I gave Maya her first dose of medicine and tucked her into bed. My phone screen showed 47 missed calls and 62 text messages. I read through them slowly. Mom, call me immediately. Jessica, what did you do? Mom, my retirement account is closed. They said you closed it. Jessica, my mortgage payment just tripled. Fix this now. Mom, how could you do this to your own mother? Jessica, Sophie is crying. You took her college money. Then the voicemails started. Mom's first message, Katie, I don't know what's going on, but Fidelity called and said my retirement account has been closed. They said the account holder, you apparently withdrawn everything. This must be a mistake. Call me back so we can fix this. Second message, Katie, this isn't funny. That's my retirement money. I need that account. Call me right now. Third message, your sister says her mortgage payment went up too. What did you do? Call me back immediately or I'm coming over there. Jessica's messages were similar, progressing from confused to angry to desperate. The final voicemail from Mom came at 11 p.m. Please stop. Please. I don't understand what happened, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry about today. Just please, we need to talk about this. That money, I need that money. Your sister needs her house payments. Please call me back. I deleted all the messages without responding. The next morning, Maya's fever had broken. She sat at our small kitchen table eating cereal, color already returning to her cheeks. Feeling better, baby? I asked. She nodded. My throat doesn't hurt as much. Good. The medicine is working. My phone buzzed. A text from Aunt Linda. Your mother is at my house. She's very upset. She says you stole her retirement money? What's going on? I typed back. I didn't steal anything. That was my money that I was giving her. I stopped giving it. 3 dots appeared then disappeared. No response came. An hour later there was a knock at my door. I looked through the peephole. Mom and Jessica both with red eyes. I opened the door but didn't invite them in. We need to talk, Mom said, her voice small. About what? About the money. About everything. Jessica stood behind her, arms crossed but silent. The smirk was gone. Did you know? Asked them. That I was the one making those deposits? Mom's face crumpled. What? Oh. We thought. You thought what? That money just appeared? That Dad's pension covered a retirement account that grew by $400 every month for 6 years. I don't understand, Mom whispered. Dad left me the trust fund. All of it. He asked me to take care of you. So I did. $400 a month to you. $650 to Jessica's mortgage. $200 to Sophie's college fund. Jessica's face had gone white. But the mortgage company said. Said what? That you qualified for a modification? Oh. I was making additional principal payments as a co-signer. Payments that reduced your monthly cost by $650. Oh my God, Jessica breathed. Yesterday my daughter was sick. Really sick. I needed $100 for urgent care. And you told me she deserved to give away her gift instead. You told me I was irresponsible with money. I looked at Mom. You told me to come back next week. I didn't know, Mom said, tears streaming down her face. We didn't know. Would it have mattered? I asked quietly. If you had known, would you have helped Maya yesterday? Neither of them answered. The accounts are closed, I said. The money I was giving you, it's done. You're on your own now. Katie, please, Jessica said, and I heard something I'd never heard from her before, fear. We can't afford the house without those payments. We'll lose everything. Then sell the house, I said. Downsize. Do what I've been doing for 6 years. Live within your means. But Sophie's college fund is something you should have been saving for yourselves. Like I'm saving for Maya's. Mom reached for my hand. Please. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about yesterday. We'll help. Whatever Maya needs will help. She doesn't need your help anymore, I said. She has mine. And I have $78,000 that used to be yours. I stepped back and closed the door. Through the wood I heard Mom sobbing. I heard Jessica saying something I couldn't make out. But I didn't open the door. I went back to the kitchen where Maya was drawing with her crayons, healthy and happy and completely unaware that her gift to Sophie had cost my family their future. Mama, she said, holding up her picture. I drew us. 2 stick figures holding hands under a yellow sun. It's perfect, baby, I said and meant it. My phone buzzed one more time. A text from Mom. Please. We'll do anything. Just please don't do this. I blocked the number. Then I opened my banking app and set up a new automatic transfer. $500 monthly into Maya's college fund. We'd be fine. Better than fine. And for the first time in 6 years, every dollar I earned belonged to us.